back. 2014 Basildon Campaign Cup. And I'm up here with my good friend Eric Wunsch. Say hi, Eric.
How are you, sir?
And of course, our good friend from Dynasty.
Hi, guys.
So, anyway.
You know who he is?
Who?
Who are we talking about? This is Mr. Blake Yarber from Dynasty.
This, of course. No, but I wanted to piss him off. I mean, and like, excuse me, who are you? What are you doing up here? You know what? He's never going to come up here anymore. He's going to say, you know what? Ryan was right. Maurice is an idiot. I'm not coming up anymore. So, anyway, great to have you up here. So, what do you think of your tournament up till now? You won with Icon?
Mm-hmm. So we've won both of our matches. Last tournament, we lost all of our matches. So now we automatically advance to the finals. That's nice. Here we got a breakout.
As we're watching in the today game.
We have Polar Bears taking on the London Tigers. And Polar Bears, as everybody knows, have Ryan Greenspan and Oliver Lang on the team. London Tigers actually made it all the way up here with just English players. And they've been doing well so far. They beat Nexus earlier.
They did.
Yep.
4-3.
I like the Tigers.
Yeah.
What's one of those homegrown squads? I mean.
Oh, the Keats brothers?
Yeah. Colby.
The field is getting slower, huh? This morning it was really, really fast-paced games. Now the teams are playing the bunkers a lot tighter. And
the Polar Bears have penalty on Tigers. And
4-on-3.
Losing
Polar
another
Bears
one.
have the ball. 50 snake.
Is it 4-2?
It's a 4-2.
It's a 4-2, huh?
Oh, we lost another.
Yeah.
It's a 5-on-2 actually. Polar Bears haven't dropped anyone.
No.
5-on-1. There we go. Oliver
Yeah,
finishing off the last guy. Making this a 1-0 lead for Polar Bears.
I need a little stroll. Look at him stroll. It's like, you know what? I wanted the stroll. I needed that after lunch.
It's his body language where you can tell where he's at.
Yeah, but so as you were saying, you know, we lost all of our matches at the last event. They were close. It's not like we got blew out, but we did lose all of our matches. So it was, you know, it hurt. So coming into this event, we practiced a lot. I flew into France early. I played a weekend early. We did some drills, and then we scrimmaged a couple of the other French teams. I wrestled the bull.
Did you fly into
Yeah, I heard that.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
That didn't go too well.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. I'm glad you're alive.
Your reputation precedes you.
The wrestling the bull was not a smart move. The bull always wins, from what I understand.
Oh,
now
like
talking to everyone, they
like
were telling me in French at first, so I didn't understand. So I
that's why.
It's a small car coming at you.
Yeah, it's like run. Cour. What's cour? Run!
We have Outrage versus Nexus. Outrage on your left, Nexus on your right.
I'm now scared of bulls. That's aside from the point.
Outrage looks like they're going to take the snake on the break.
There you go.
See, make it alive yet.
And
Nexus lose their Dorito corner player on the break. So it's a 4-on-5 right now.
as we're looking on to Outrage.
Watch out for the penalty. Outrage. You got lucky.
Oh, and they shoot another one, so it's
a 4-on-3.
4-on-3.
Nexus is in the back center, and they have two guys on the snake side. You can pull games off that way if your back center plays is disciplined enough.
Yeah.
Then you can hold that side.
He just needs to stay alive. He doesn't need a gun battle. He just needs to stay alive.
Yeah.
And especially the snake guy has to stay alive too, because sometimes
there's no targets for this guy. That's the thing. Is the next target for this Dorito player is the back center. Mm-hmm. And if you make yourself small and shoot for the next bunker, that's part of the reason why the big guys here in the league are not playing as much on this field, because it's just not a big guys field. So
look at him getting surprised by the snake too. And there we go. 1, 2, and well, hey, he got himself a 2-pack.
So it's a 3-on-1. Nexus in the back center.
He's fighting for his life now.
Yeah.
I think that's done. He's done fighting.
I really like how Outrage have stepped up their game since last year. Last year they weren't like a you wouldn't count them out easily, but this year, I mean, they're a threat.
Yeah.
You can lose to them.
I agree. And I also think that Lucas Ripoche, the guy that got from Vision, that helped him a lot, because they gave him the snake aggressiveness that they didn't have before.
Yeah.
I think he helped him out a lot.
Maybe is that
where he came from? Vision?
Yeah. It's their third or fourth year playing together in this group.
More. I've played Outrage from like 6-7 years ago already.
With the same guys?
Yeah. Well, okay, they changed up a little bit, but I mean the core group's still there.
I would have liked to see him play on the French team, the national team.
Oh well, you will. You will.
No, the Outrage, the snake player. I struggle with his name, but he's good. He's
Lucas.
good.
Lucas. Just
Lucas,
call
yeah. He's a great player. My
Yeah.
gosh. I love watching that kid play.
It's like the I'm sorry to say the breakout kid. What's his name?
Mark.
Duchenne. No, Duchenne.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, he is such a phenomenal snakes player. He's gonna be a big talent. And you guys really grew him from nothing, and he's really doing well.
He's good. Oh.
Yeah, but he came better throughout the time.
London Tigers start off with a penalty on the Dorito side. That's never good.
And don't stop arguing. If not, there's gonna be another one.
They fill out, and as Polar Bears take the snake 2.
Oh, and there goes another and another. So that's 4-on-1 or 5-on-1.
Is the corner still alive on the Tigers? On the snake side?
Nope.
Nope.
So there goes the last one.
Now, I don't know who the Tigers have going into that Dorito side of the field because he has a jersey with no name on it. But he's got a penalty a couple times in the last match. He just got another penalty. I don't know if they don't have anybody to replace him or they just have that much faith. But, you know, he's getting a lot of penalties.
Yeah, and that's never good.
Yeah, at some point you want to sit players.
Absolutely.
That's why you don't come with 5, you come with 7.
Sit him, just check him a little bit, you know. Hey, you know, you're a good player, but don't push the boundary a little bit.
But that's why you have people like...
That's a nice way to say it, actually.
hey, look at AR Chaos. They're with 5 guys.
Yeah. No, there are 6 or 7.
They are 6.
6.
But then Archaeos is not really known for getting many penalties. They don't.
No. But they're not putting the points in either.
Outrage have 4 so far. Maybe the 5th guy is gonna make it. Yeah, he'll make it.
Alright, we got the split
It's a
screen.
5-on-5, yes.
Outrage into that baby in the middle.
Nexus to the snake on the break. He's alive. Outrage know that. And right now there's 4 guns his way.
Oh no, he's out. He's out. Between his legs. Trying to get away with it, but no, the ref wouldn't have it.
4-on-4. We got a Dorito 2.
He dies.
And again, Nexus dropping like flies. And Outrage playing without any holdback, just 100%.
And on this game I'm rooting for Nexus. I'm always rooting for Nexus. I don't like to see him lose.
Well, I love Nexus from the past days, but I still say that without Jason Wheeler, it's not the same Nexus, and without Clint Moore. You put Clint Moore and Jason Wheeler on that team, and the team is completely different.
They've changed in the last 3 years. They lost a lot of players.
Yeah.
But this is we have Neil Campbell actually in the Dorito 3, and he's trying to pull things back. Outrage have the back center and the snake 1.
So it is 3-on-3 still. I mean, it's not.
Where's the third Outrage player? Because I can only see the back center and the snake 1. I don't think there's a third player.
No.
They shoot the
Lucas. Oh, there you go. So we got 2-on-2. So I think the ball is in Lucas's court right now because the back right can't shoot into him if he makes the move.
If Nexus gets moving on the Dorito side, they're winning. Because it's only that back the back center guy that's stopping him.
They should just put him in and just move.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So now Lucas is going to come in at 50 snake, and he's going to look for that shot across field.
Right, first he's...
50 Dorito for Nexus.
Oh, and now Nexus, if he's smart enough, he wraps around. And if he starts wrapping around...
No, he's good. He's going to get shot through the M, as it looks like.
No, he misses.
Missed him. Yeah, that kid's on fire, huh?
Oh, and he gets shot across field. And now, of course, Nexus 2-on-1 in the driver's seat. And they shoot the last player.
You know what? I like watching Outrage play. They came out that first event in Pouget. They knocked out Archaeos in the semis.
They did.
Going into the finals. Or I'm sorry, the quarters. And then moved in the semis. They lost in the semis. You know, they're underdog, and I dig that.
What did you change in your team strategy and your roster? Did you make any changes? Because you look like it's a completely new team to me. You guys are finally like almost back to the old icon that I know.
I got you. Oh,
it's 100 times better.
What I was stressing last weekend in practice was that, hey, we're great when we attack. You know, Icon's notoriously a good attacking team, but this field, it plays like 2 fields. So I told them that they need to look across and then, you know, connect with the team. So the strongest thing that I emphasized was connecting with each other.
And attack.
Not necessarily. I mean, obviously attacking is great, but the number one thing that I stressed was was connecting with each other.
Yeah.
You know, we need to play 5 on whoever we play, not 1-on-1. You know, everybody playing their own game, because that's a big problem with attacking is everybody just goes out and usually plays 1-on-1s with whoever's in front of them.
Yeah, the back guys have to communicate well here.
Well, the communication was okay, even though we did see 1 or 2 crazy points again. There's still some guys in your team that you have to talk to, say, you know what, calm down. I mean, stop being the crazy.
Oh, look at this view. I love this view.
Yeah, it's a great breakout.
Watch through the M. Let's see if we see anybody sitting back center. Nope.
I see a guy walking off.
Tigers take the Dorito 2 on the break. But he's not capitalizing on it. He could have gone further.
Yeah, absolutely. Now,
they have the one thing that Tigers do, which is very interesting, is that they take the small temple in front of the snake and they shoot across the field the whole time. Like he just switched, but that's they always go there on the break and just shut it down. They're the only team to do that. Everybody else, everybody else who gets in there eventually goes to the snake 1 or 2. But they just stay in that bunker.
They're capitalizing on it.
Yes. Now they are.
we got Ryan.
Oh, and I think he got shot.
The side.
The snake guy got shot on his loader front. That's what I saw. Thank
Kyle
you.
throws his life away. The snake guy dies.
It's between the 2 bunkers. He thought he could just...
So it's Oliver and Ryan on a line, and they take out the 3rd guy. So they just made it a 4-on... It was a 4-on-2, and now it's a 2-on-1, huh?
Yeah. And here they're coming.
Now watch how Ryan comes back to this side to spread the field. So Oliver's going to stay outside. You know, he doesn't want to attack the M. He wants to stay out because he wants to draw that gun outside. And then Ryan's going to come back across the field.
Ryan just yelled, "I shot you first," and he got cleaned up.
I haven't heard that today, actually. That was the first time.
I tried to say it, but I got a penalty.
I shot him first.
There were a couple of penalties here.
I saw that one, and I think I went to you. Stop talking.
Yeah. I shot the guy, and then he just kept running. So then I kept shooting him.
You can keep shooting, just don't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he pulled me. He pulled me for overshooting, and then I tried to say, well, he was playing on, and then I got a penalty. So I did a double negative.
Ooh, bad boy. So, but even
Nexus hasn't won a game yet.
Nope.
This season, they've been are they in second last or in last place?
Yeah, something like that. Last or second last. With Vision. I think those are the 2 that are trailing. Now, a French team going down wouldn't be that bad because there's too much French teams in CPL. Anyway. But hey, you know what's happening with the German teams? Come on, I mean, they used to have tons, and now... What is it? The DPL? What is it?
It's a really good question, and it's first of all, there's not a lot of teams that can afford to play professional paintball, and then it's that we've just lost, like my old team last year, we've just lost a generation of paintball players that have decided to quit. I refuse to quit. I don't know if it's a good or bad idea, but
I think it's a good idea you refuse to quit because you're still playing very well. The day you suck, then please stop. But I mean,
all right, bud.
That's what he would say, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Lucas is in the snake.
Syndicate is doing great though. By the way, they're strong. They're all German. They have 1 Swiss kid, but it's technically German.
And a Dutch.
Yes.
Syndicate is solid.
Alan.
Yeah, they're good. Outrage lose their corner, but they replace it.
I like the way that Nexus played it. They got into this snake tower, and he's looking over the snake side, but he let Lucas get into the snake, you know? So now he just has to live behind his gun.
And he wears it, and he wears it.
The Nexus players are playing really loose.
Yeah, not very disciplined.
I honestly don't like to take the tower first. I like to go in there when the other team takes it, and then you're the aggressor. You make an aggressive move to that tower, then you got to continue to be active.
You can't stop shooting. Now
if you post up on the snake, it's an easy kill. Somebody
That's what I mean. Boom. Got him. That's a 2 back. That's 2. That's Lucas 2.
So now Lucas has free reign on the snake side. He doesn't know this because nobody's talking to him.
Yeah.
Outrage, you guys got to talk to each other. That's where you guys are hurting right now.
And that's 3.
Lucas is winning games all by himself. You know.
He shot 4 guys, huh?
3 or 4? Yeah, 3 confirmed.
Yeah, I'm counting 3. But That's the only ones I saw. You might have shot more.
Well, even 3 is not bad. You did every point and you win tournaments. Ripoche, Luca. Played a lot of tournaments with this kid. He's a really nice kid too.
How old is he?
He is something like 23, 24. Played with us in the USA too. He was on.
Really?
We took him with us, on the Tontons one in 2010. We won the D1. He was on our team. Didn't get a lot of spins because he wasn't good enough yet. But
He's young.
yeah, but again, that's how you grow talent. I mean, not for nothing that you see that many French teams. I mean, I think some French are doing something that the other countries aren't.
Yeah, I tell you what, when I came out to practice last weekend, the French teams are solid.
Well, they take paintball seriously. Let's put. I don't know. I'm not saying the other ones aren't, but
To them, it's more a sport. To
Yeah.
us, it's and I think that's the main difference. In Germany, it's a lifestyle,
yeah.
not so much a sport as it is in France or even in Belgium. Like I'm on a Belgian team,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of great teams from France that come and practice with us. And to them, it's a sport. That's how they talk. That's how they talk about it.
Who's that?
The French teams.
The
in
French?
general, yeah.
Well, which French ones do you mean? I mean,
Some of the guys on my team, they live and breathe paintball.
I
you know?
agree.
They
I
wake
agree.
up, they go work out, and they're strictly thinking about paintball. Not getting in shape, not their body. It's strictly for paintball.
Well, hey, you don't know this, but a few years back I was on Icon, so I know them pretty well. But that was in the good old days when we had Lionel Pera, we had Gomez, we had Cyril Job. Who else was there? Kevin and the two Kuhn brothers.
Right.
Lionel's still around.
Shout out
I
to
know.
Job. He's having a baby this weekend.
Okay.
I don't know if the baby's been born yet. We haven't
Shout
heard it,
out.
but you know, congrats, Job.
That reminds me, shout out to one of the refs. That's his birthday, Miko. Happy birthday. So one of the refs out there, it's his birthday. So he'll give you 1-for-1 if you say happy birthday.
Dude, I love that. He's out there.
I love
he's
his
grinding
reffing
away.
on his birthday.
I
That's
know,
great.
I love that.
Well, hey, that's Millennium. And guys, don't forget the
commitment.
Millennium app at home. Millennium Series, LTD, the app. You can get the live stream straight.
This is the coolest shot, huh? I love this shot.
Me too. A little bit lower though.
You
You
can
can
see Kyle-
see.
yeah, Kyle shooting in the
perfect.
break.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The first few balls that we just saw him shoot is between the two towers because
look at
that's
that.
really the only shot that you have on that snake guy from the back center. You have Art Chaos on your right. Oliver's taken. He's just took a big chunk. He went from Dorito 1 to Dorito 3 shooting across the field.
That's all of them.
He'll take as much as you give him.
Yeah, well, he's not
There's
for
another
nothing.
Tigers
on the
lost
wire.
their Dorito side.
Look at this.
Push up
All of
snake.
them. Everybody wants to go and
this
get this
is
poor
not
snake guy.
gonna be pretty.
It was nice, Ryan. He only gave him one.
That makes it a 4-0.
But again, that's why you have people like Oliver Lang and Ryan Greenspan on your team.
Yeah.
And
Tell you what, the Russians stepped up though. I mean, it's the American influence, and it's that they teach them 24/7. And then if you're under Oliver and Ryan, that amount of time, you can only go up. No matter how bad you are, if you have those two guys on your team, or it's like having Blake on your team, you can only get better.
True.
But
if
and
only
I
if you're
am who I
prepared-
am because of those two.
Yeah.
I mean, the rest of my team as well. But you know, just
I remember when I started playing paintball, that was probably 10, 11 years ago, I started reffing at Millennium in Bitburg. And that's when Dynasty had their 3-year run when they won every tournament that they entered. And it was those two back then when a long time ago, they were still blowing everybody off the field and still doing it.
But what do you feel that I think, and we talked about this before, is that the European teams are getting better though. I mean, the gap has
Yeah,
closed compared to,
absolutely.
let's say,
Of
10,
course.
12 years
Absolutely.
ago, where you guys came down and crushed everybody.
yes, it's serious here now.
Well, it's about time. We're fed up you guys kicking our butt every day, so we did a lot of tournaments. I remember in PPL in Dallas with Tontons. Ooh, that was bad.
Some of the guys in America were telling me that, you know, coming over Europe, they would never walk the fields. They would just come over here,
Yeah.
get on the field, and they'd be good enough to play the game without needing to walk the field. And now it's different. You got to walk.
That's changed.
You got to scout.
Yes. Let's see if Nexus can bring this back. They need to. They're going to the snake on the break. So does Outrage. Similar breakouts on both sides. Outrage actually took the small cake to shoot down the Dorito side and slow Nexus down. Leaves that spot now, goes to the snake corner.
Outrage shoots the Nexus guy in
Yep.
the snake. They quickly fill it.
It's from the snake one, you want to shoot across, but as soon as you move up the field, you want to wrap. But in this case, all the Nexus guys are shooting across the field, so Outrage is going to go to work in a little bit. You can see he's setting himself up for some kills. He's in the snake too. Outrage playing the snake. He's on the Dorito corner. He just shot the guy filling from the mini end to the Dorito one, and he shot the corner. That's 2 kills.
Lucas is having a match. 1, 2. Oh. Shoots the guy in the snake. There's 3 Gs.
Snake corner.
And Lucas doing the work again. But this is a snake field. That's what I don't get. I mean, and that's when guys like Lucas or even your snake, what's his name, Bilou. It's the same thing. He can, you know, he can be the star.
Yeah, I mean, he is the star right now, and essentially it's the guys behind him that are letting him play like that. You know, he's searching for the kills because he's free, because the guys behind him are putting the bodies in.
And they're alive.
Yeah, they're exactly, they're alive is the number one thing. They don't necessarily need to shoot their gun. The number one thing is just being alive, to draw the guns.
That is absolutely true. But again, that's always the big discussion. Is it the back player that shoots the mirror that way the snake player could do his job, or is the snake player who does the 4-pack afterwards? Who's the star? I mean, for everybody it would be attacker, and for us it's more likely the guy behind me. That should make me be able to do that.
Well, if you talk to the teams, then nobody really cares on the team as long as you win. That's the only thing that counts.
Well, in a way, I think is a small difference at the moment I feel between America or PSP and here is, I mean, they're trying to make it too much into an individual thing, as it is for me team sport. That's what I don't like the stats for.
It is. I like the stats.
I'm not so.
Stats are cool, but it's hard to capture.
Yeah.
You know what? You know.
I had a guy coming up here. I'm not going to mention his name because he's not here all year, and it's a very well-known American player. And he said, "Maurice, the stats, they're all false because I know who I shot and I know who I didn't shoot, and I always get credit for the things I don't do, and I don't get credit for the things I do."
The London Tiger snake player and the tall cake just got shot in his loading. He wiped it on the bunker. Ooh. We see everything up here.
And you
there we go. There's the penalty.
There it comes. And there's the 1-for-1.
There's the penalty. That could have been a 3-for-1.
4 Tigers.
Yeah.
Oh, the ref's going to be not happy with that if he missed on the 3. I always hate it whenever if and I miss a 3-on-1 or take an ID.
This is going to be a match. There you go.
I mean, they were down 4-0, so you might as well try. But
back to the stats. The stats are essential in the game of paintball, because if you look at any other sport, there's stats.
Yeah.
You know, there's solid numbers. There's mathematics, and
but
you know, they're not precise right now, but they're working out the kinks, and I think they're great. You know.
But you're saying that as an American in Europe, we don't have stats for crap. I mean, I wouldn't know the day you can pull me a stat for a football team or any other. I mean, it is typically American though, because I mean, you got it for the NFL, you've got it for baseball, football. I mean, you got it for everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we have it for basketball and hockey in Europe.
Yeah, but
we do have stats.
Yeah, but those are more likely that came over from the States.
Yeah.
In Europe, I mean, I wouldn't know the stats of Bayern, FC Bayern, or Juventus or whatever. I mean, just know they won the series and they won the whole slot.
Yeah, but they have stats. There's percentages of, you know, how many, like how far everybody ran, how many assists, how many goal shots.
They started with that now, but I mean, we haven't had that for years.
Yeah.
You want to know how important stats are as far as teams go? Is watch the movie Moneyball.
Yeah.
You know, they won a World Series strictly on stats.
Yes.
They built a team on stats, and then they won. It's a great movie. Watch it.
Yep, it's good. Nexus needs a point to stay in this game.
Yeah, 4-1 would be really hurt. That would really hurt.
They lose their Dorito player. Outrage is still 5 alive.
No, 4 commentator's curse.
Nexus in the snake 1 here, and the second guy, he's getting a little closer, so they're going to try and get the snake 2 here. So what Nexus now needs to do is put some pressure on the back center and then try and get their guy into the second snake, because if they don't get moving, they will lose. We've seen the Outrage snake player, and if you just let him play like he plays, then he's going to beat you. So you got to get up in his face.
Nexus is having troubles getting out to the Dorito side, and it kind of looks like they're just giving up on going over there. You know, they're throwing a lot of weight on the snake side, and it's working for them great. But you still have to have a balanced attack. You know, you still got to go into the Doritos. He's not even looking to go. He's just shooting across the field.
And they have enough players alive, so they could go.
Yeah, but again, for me, just having Ash is the only and oldest, and Neil, of course, being the two oldest on the field, they are missing Jason. I mean, Jason Wheeler is a very important player for them, and he's not there. I've never Saturday, Fridays he's there. Maybe he'll be here tomorrow. But again,
I think on Sunday, but
yeah, but that's going to help a lot.
do you want to play somebody who hasn't practiced, who hasn't been with the team, and then he just shows up on Sunday? I don't know.
Well,
It's
hey,
difficult.
but then again, Nexus has to make it to something.
Yeah. They need to win first. They need this next.
Yeah.
First of all, they need this next point. Ash goes to Snake 2 here. See if he can make something happen. But there's really no targets from other than the back center.
And eventually it's Mirror Snake, and he's looking for that.
But this is where, if you're in this bunker, all you want to do is play the outside and wrap.
I'm just gonna sit on it. Now you got, you know, I like playing the outside and wrapping, but twice now Lucas has come over the top and smoked him in the face.
Because he had no backup though.
Yeah, true.
And he's looking at him, and he looked at it, and he said, "No, you're there."
Neil somehow was making it to the Dorito too.
There we go.
Yeah.
Lucas wasn't looking. Oh, and Lucas went into Snake 2 too. So now we've got ourselves a good Snake battle.
Here he comes. There you go.
Ash heard him though. Ash heard the gun. They're gonna trade out, huh?
Trade.
Yeah.
No.
That leaves us with a 3-on-2 in Outrage favor. Nexus take the Snake here though, and they're on the Dorito 3, so they could make something happen here.
Now this Outrage player in the back center needs to move one way or the other. He needs to back up his Dorito guy or
Outrage
come
just
over
shot
the
the Dorito 3 from Nexus. So this is
3-on-1, and this is, well, 4-1. With 5 minutes, anything's possible.
yeah, but then you want to blow the horn right now and save as much time as possible, and then if you really believe you can come back, because a 3-on-1 from the Snake is hard. We saw one earlier from Justin Cornell. He won one, but in general, a 3-on-1 if you're in the Snake, it's tough.
So tough.
And now, of course, we have the 2 minutes because the other game's finished. So how do you like that system? Two games back to back.
I like it. I like it.
It makes it more speedable for me,
Yeah, I mean
it
I
doesn't
like
give the
I like
times.
the way that PSP runs things because you come at one time and you get to focus on one match.
Yeah.
Now you're kind of flipping back between 2 matches, and it's not really that big of a deal. But in PSP you focus on that one match, but at the same time the day goes quicker. You get to see more paintball this way that the Millennium runs it.
Well, we're 16 in Champions League, and in the States it's 10, so that's where also the difference is.
Yeah.
I do fill it up with some semi or challenger games to fill it up, but I mean in the end it's less or more games. Let's see, what is it, 6 games to be a champion? And then
Yeah.
3 prelims, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, depends on how. It's 5 or 6 games.
It's a long
altogether.
way. It's a really long way.
Yeah.
What's with the mask, Maurice?
Well, the mask again, let's say it again. First of all, download the Millennium Series app, and then, of course, take a selfie while watching our webcast. And for the nicest picture that you guys send us, we're sending the guy a V-Force limited edition grill with a thermal lens. And it's brought to you by GI Sports. It's a small present for all the people at home.
Are you downloading your picture?
No, we're taking a selfie right now.
I'm watching the webcast. That was a good one.
No, we're commentating.
Commentating the webcast. Come on, guys.
Here we go.
He's hijacking my thing again. So anyway, last time they stole it, and J-Rap made so many pictures on there. I think he actually plugged my memory or something like that.
That just makes me.
Is this a 4 gig? Is that what's going on here?
4?
Yeah, 4.
64. Sorry. I only get the... No, by the way, not a 64, 128, by the way.
No.
128. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, those are the things, I mean, that's why I've got a lot of friends like London who go to the States and ask, I give them some money. He's like, bring me back some iPads, guys.
And of course, pay customs when you come home.
Yeah, of course. Pay the 7% and then the 14%.
That's
and
what
then
we
the
do.
20%.
Yeah, that's what we do. We don't smuggle.
No, never, ever. Especially when we go to Abercrombie and rob the whole place down.
I actually, when I went to World Cup last year, I was almost arrested because I had a bag of apples in my bag on top of all the merchandise I brought. But they freaked out on the apples. They never even talked about all the stuff in my bag. They just found the apples and they, sir, these apples contain seeds. They will contaminate the American environment. And it was bad. There was like a $600 fine they were about to give me, and I apologized, shared the apples, and get away with it. It was scary.
Oh, that once I took back 8 guns from World Cup Orlando and the customs, and I was so smart. I had my wife go by with that bag, and then they stopped me, and it's like, "Where's your wife?" "Oh, she already went through." So they couldn't come or get her bag, and I'm like, "Move, get away from here."
I'm scared of customs. I don't like to smuggle stuff.
Well, explain to them paintball. Try to explain it to them. I tried it once to French customs, and honestly, in Nice, no, they wouldn't like to know it.
Well, as long as you take the regulator off your tank, you can. I've never had problems with anything.
Yeah, but if you got 8 new guns in your bag, you can get problems with that.
Outrage Nexus. Nexus going to the snake off the break. They have to.
Yeah. Finally, we see Nexus the way we wanted to play, and now, oh, he missed that Dorito shot.
But there's still 5 alive. 5 on 5 on.
They lost that outside body. Dorito side again.
No, but that means he makes it, and then he stops it away.
And Outrage knows. They know scores in their favor. Time works in their favor. They're locking out the Dorito side. The back guys are staying alive. There's no stupid gun battles.
Oh,
look at that.
And while saying that, he went a run through, an unnecessary run
But
through.
they capitalize on it on the Dorito side and go all the way into Nexus Dorito 3. They force him to move. They just forced two guys to die on Nexus, which is great. It's great to see a team that's up on points just to keep attacking.
Yeah, Neil missed the ref signaling that the player is out and went to go bunker him. He went to go bunker a dead player and got shot. You know, it's tough.
Well, if something is working for you, then why change it? You know, even if it's a 4-on-1.
We got a 2-on-2. This is clutch for Nexus. You know, they're fighting for their life right now.
Oh, there's
3-on-2.
3 players. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
3 players.
Ball's in Outrage's favor. Ooh,
they lose their corner guy on the
2-on-2.
Dorito
Here we go.
side.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a game in the snake at the same time. So snake 2 against snake 1, and both of them trying to wrap across. And he's slain. So what can you do? Over the top or not?
Oh, yeah. Ash is going to start working on their snake. I don't know if he is going to get...
Oh, but he doesn't hear it. He doesn't know he's there yet. He has no idea he's there yet.
He just heard his gun. Oh, he heard him shoot. He knows. We're down to Ash is out, so it's a 1-on-1. The Outrage back center, and then the Nexus.
We got 3 minutes left on the clock.
Nexus absolutely has to win this. They have no time. The Outrage player can just sit on his gun and just make sure.
Take off alive. 2 minutes off the clock, and then.
Yeah.
It's tough to rush a 1-on-1, but that's what needs to go down.
Well, you can just keep moving, huh? Especially if you're in the center.
And he got him, and Outrage takes it. Outrage 5.
Absolutely convincing. They looked very, very good.
Yeah, they looked convinced themselves, short game plans. But I have to say their snake really performed for them here. And this is a snake field for me. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about it, but I mean, snake is very useful here, especially snake 2.
I like the Doritos, I gotta say.
The Dorito side is the winning side of this field. But it's tough. There's a lot of shots going over there. It's slow. It's the winning side, but it's slow. And that's why I think Nexus is struggling. They're really struggling to get in that Dorito side. Their snake side is great. They're attacking, but they're lacking the pressure from the Dorito side.
So, well, that makes it Outrage 5, Nexus 1. So, next game coming up will be GI Houston Heat against Frankfurt Syndicate. That's going to be fun. And Archaeos Moscow against Vision Marseille. With a small aftertaste. Axel playing on the Archaeos. He started on Vision Marseille. So, we'll be right back with you with some other exciting games. Download the app. Try to get the selfies up here on the Facebook page. And thanks to my both guests.
Thank you, Maurice.
Thanks, Eric.
There, guys.
Thanks, my friend Greg. And thanks, and have fun playing. And see you on Sunday.
Thank you.
With Icon.
don't understand what goes into each and every jersey we create. The machines we use are complex, cunning, and efficient. But more importantly, it takes our imagination, spirit, and passion. HK custom hardline jerseys, made in the USA. Tested, proven, worn by champions.
What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball?
What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball?
Россия – страна с очень сложными погодными условиями.
Not only is the Spire smaller and lighter than leading competitors,
the Spire is designed to take the toughest abuse that paintball puts out and keep feeding no matter how bad your paint or weather gets.
With a true 200 round capacity, it holds more paint as well.
Not only is it easier to take apart, but more importantly, it's easier to put back together. Find out more at virtuespire.com.
A lot of people don't understand what goes into each and every jersey we create. The machines we use are complex, cunning, and efficient. But more importantly, it takes our imagination, spirit, and passion. HK custom hardline jerseys, made in the USA. Tested,